Hare Krishna. Welcome to Morning Amrut Vani program on this auspicious day of the birthday of our Shiksha Guruji, His Grace Rupavilas Prabhuji. His Grace Kaustubha Krishna Prabhuji will be giving his transcendental words of wisdom first, followed by His Grace Rupavilas Prabhuji. Dr. Ramesha Nayak Prabhuji will be reading the Ramamrita, followed by Srila Prabhupada Guru. Welcome to everyone once again. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण बहु दंडवत प्रणाम।
दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभु।
ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada की जय। His Holiness गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। His Grace शिक्षा गुरु रूपविलास प्रभु की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामामृता। The spiritual consciousness of the sleeping conditioned soul can be relieved by the transcendental sound of Mahamantra. Spiritual existence is eternal, whereas the body is not. It is said that the spiritual atmosphere is avyakta, unmanifest. How then can it be manifest for us? Making the unmanifest manifest is the very process of Krishna consciousness. According to Padma Purana, Ata Sri Krishna Namadi na bhavet griyam indriyah शिवोन्मुखे ही जीवादौ स्वयं एव पुरई अधः। अतः श्री कृष्ण नामादि again repeated न भावे गृह्यम इंद्रियः शिवोन्मुखे ही जीवादौ स्वयं एव सुप्रति अधः। Yeah. No one can understand the transcendental nature of the name, form, quality and pastime of the Sri Krishna through his materially contaminated senses. Only when one becomes spiritually saturated by the transcendental service to the Lord are the transcendental name, form, quality, and pastimes of the Lord revealed to him. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1.2.234. No one can understand Krishna as he is by the blunt material senses, but he reveals himself to the devotees, being pleased with them for their transcendental loving service unto him. Now this verse, the word Indriya means the senses. We have 5 senses for gathering knowledge: eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin, and 5 senses for working: voice, hands, legs, genitals and anus. These 10 senses are under the control of the mind. It is stated in this verse that with these dull material senses, we cannot understand Krishna's name, form, and so forth. Why is this? Krishna is completely spiritual and he is also absolute. Therefore, his name, form, qualities, and paraphernalia are also spiritual. Due to material conditioning or material bondage, we can presently understand what is spiritual, but this ignorance can be removed by chanting Hare Krishna. If a man is sleeping, he can be awakened by sound vibration. You call him, come on, it is time to get up. Although the person is unconscious, hearing is so prominent that even a sleeping man can be awakened by sound vibration. Similarly, overpowered by this material conditioning, our spiritual conscious is presently sleeping, but it can be revived by this transcendental vibration of the Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The path of perfection. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhupada quote. 12th February. The spiritual master and Krishna are two parallel lines. The train and two tracks moves forward. The spiritual master and Krishna are these two tracks. They must be served simultaneously. Krishna helps one to find bona fide spiritual master, and bona fide spiritual master helps one to understand Krishna. If one does not get bona fide spiritual master, then how he can ever understand Krishna? You cannot serve Krishna without spiritual master, or serve just spiritual master without serving Krishna. They must be served simultaneously. Letter to Mahapurusha, February 12, 1968. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. शील प्रभुपाद की जय। मॉर्निंग चैंटिंग प्रोग्राम की जय। श्री श्री राधा रास बिहारी भगवान की जय। ललिता सखी विशाखा माता की जय। गिरिराज गोवर्धन महाराज की जय। सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय। गौरांग निताय महाप्रभु की जय। शील प्रभुपाद की जय। मॉर्निंग चैंटिंग प्रोग्राम की जय। संवेत भक्त वृंद की जय। कौस्तुभ प्रभु, प्लीज स्टार्ट, then I'll comment.
Today is your birthday. We wanted to hear from you more.
No, it is your chance. Please speak. I'll speak on it.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Samasta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Today's Amrut Vani. Our body is made of material, that is inferior energy of the Lord, that consists of earth, air, fire, water, and ether, that is Akash. It is also the subtle energy that is consisting of mind, intelligence, and false ego. But this body cannot move, and it has no consciousness, only because of the soul which is within it, and which is called the pure superior energy of the Lord. Only with the soul we get the consciousness in our body. And therefore, we are always under the control of Maya, attached to the material world, and trying to find the happiness in the material things. And therefore, we are called as sleeping away from the spiritual knowledge, spiritual knowledge. Our senses, which are 5 plus 5, working and of the knowledge, are normally trying to find happiness in the material. And so we are considered to be sleeping away from spiritual consciousness. It has to be awakened to know our actual purpose of our human life. Our senses are working according to our mind, which is difficult to control. Even Arjuna tells to Lord Krishna that I can control the wind, but it's difficult to control the mind. But Lord says that yes, it is difficult, but by practice and determination, you can control the mind. And only when we control the mind, then we can know the actual purpose. We concentrate our mind on the spiritual, that is how to be in Krishna consciousness, and to know as to what is our actual purpose of life for coming in this world. The spiritual consciousness can be created by hearing, Now, whenever we are sleeping, maybe our all senses are sleeping except the ears, because ears are always open. Whenever we make any sound, transcendental sound, or when we call the name of the person, or even when we put the alarm clock and the alarm rings, we always get up from our sleep. Similarly, a sleeping person, that is, who is not transcendentally involved, can be awakened and put into Krishna consciousness by hearing the vibrations of Hare Krishna Mahamantra and come to Krishna consciousness, and then he will know actually the purpose of his life. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So far the today's quote by Prabhupada is that, as we know that bhagya and karma are the two sides of the same coin. They cannot go without each other. Similarly, Lord Krishna and the bona fide spiritual master cannot go without each other. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, shloka 34, Lord Krishna advises Arjuna, Tadvidi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadeshanti te jnanam jnanen tas. It's always better to submit, offer obeisances to the spiritual master and ask him humbly as to know about the Lord Krishna. Why? Because the spiritual masters, they have seen the Lord and they know about the tattva of the Lord. And therefore, we always say that these two are like Prabhupada says, that these two, that is the Krishna and the spiritual master, they are just like the two tracks of the train where the train moves. So similarly, we should always worship both of them equally and to go back home, back to Godhead. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Yes.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Very nicely. We'll say Hari Bol for Kaustubha Krishna Prabhu. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. So there are 2-3 points in the Amrut Vani. The first point is that the Jivatma is sleeping in Maya lap. Jiva jago, Jiva jago, Gaurai Chand bole, Kotho Nidra, Bole Maya, Pishachera Kole, Jiva jago, Jiva jago. Gaurai Chanda bole. See, the main purpose of Gaurai Chanda, Nityanand Mahaprabhu, is coming that the Jivatma is sleeping in the lap of Maya. And somehow his original consciousness has to be revived. By no other way, he can be revived or he can be wakened. It is only by the Harinam, 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 Hare Nam, Eva, Kevalam. That is the only way by which his sleeping consciousness, or you can say, can be revived. There is no other way. And that's why it is said that Seva unmukho hi jivado. Seva. We have to engage our senses in seva. And jivado means the tongue. The first thing that we have to engage in the service of the Lord is tongue, by chanting the holy name, glorifying the Lord's pastimes, and eating prasad. These things we have to do first. Then spuryate ada. Swayam eva spuryate ada. Then he himself starts revealing from inside. I give that knowledge. Mat chitta madagatta prana bodhayante parasparam kathayantascha mam nitya tushyanti charamandit tesham eva anukampartham aham agyana jamatama nashyame atma bhavastu jnana deepena bhasvata. तेषामेव अनुकंपार्थम अहम अज्ञान जमतम नाश्यमे आत्मा भावस्तु ज्ञान दीपेन भास्व. I give them name of knowledge. Lord says, when I listen to the katha, I do the cleaning from inside. So when our tongue is used in the service of the Lord, automatically he starts revealing himself. And this is the process in which we can understand Krishna, we can understand the spiritual concept, and we can understand Guru, and we can go back to the spiritual world. As far as the Srila Prabhupada quotes is there, two most important things. When we come in ISKCON, we come to know that we have to be Das Dasanudas. We have to be under some line of succession. Unless and until we are not in a line of succession, it is very difficult to understand and serve the Guru, the Guru Parampara system. And we are all fortunate that we are in the Mahaprabhu's Leela. Mahaprabhu is the only incarnation in which the Leela is going to go on for 10,000 years. Lord comes and goes. But this Leela of Mahaprabhu is continuing. And you all are fortunate to be a part of this Leela. And being, we are in the wagon of Srila Prabhupada. We are very fortunate that some or other we are able to do something for this movement. But there is a lot of things that have to be done. And we have to stick to this wagon of Srila Prabhupada, stick to the wagon of Guru Parampara system, stick to the holy name, stick to, Bhagavatam, stick to the Vaishnav Seva. And then our life will be successful. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram